The theme of this one play is marriage proposal and marriage. The two principal characters, LOMOV and NATALYA, they get married ultimately, and it started with LOMOV's coming into the house of NATALYA for giving a marriage proposal to NATALYA, and LOMOV wants to marry because of his personal reason. He is a man of 35. He wants to marry NATALYA because he is suffering from different ailments and he is at his marginal age, and he wants to lead a regular life. All these reasons, convenient reasons for LOMOV, that's why he takes the decision for marriage to NATALYA. And we find that behind this marriage there is no romantic feeling, there is no romantic love, there is no desperation for romantic feelings, and also there is no serious desperation of marriage on the part of LOMOV. He wants to marry, but the desperation is absent. That's why the eagerness of marriage in both the persons varies. NATALYA also wants to marry. It is very clear in the end. She wants to marry, and the degree is greater. The degree of her desire for marriage to LOMOV is greater than the degree that is in LOMOV. LOMOV is going to marry because of his personal reason. He is just dispassionate. He is out of any passion for love and romance. But NATALYA, when she comes to know from her father that LOMOV had come to her house for giving a marriage proposal to her, she becomes a changed lady. Usually we have found her up to a certain level, up to a certain time, that she was a garrulous lady, she was a protesting lady, and she is very strong in her argument. But as soon as she hears from her father that LOMOV had come to her house for giving a marriage proposal to her, she becomes a changed lady. And here she manifests the greater degree, the urgency and the seriousness and the strength of her desire and eagerness for marriage is manifested. She is just desperate for marriage, and she hears that LOMOV had come to her house for giving a marriage proposal, which she up to this time did not know, and she forces her father to bring LOMOV back. And that's why she says very seriously, very strongly that I am dying, I am dying. A lady is dying for marriage, so we can easily feel and understand the eagerness of marriage in her. And she forces her father to go and bring LOMOV back. So she says, quick, fetch him back. And the unfortunate father fetches LOMOV back. And the lady NATALYA expresses in her own mouth, in her own word, that she is dying. What have they done to me? What have they done to me? And she questions her father. Why didn't you tell me so before? That he had come to my house for a marriage proposal? So it is very clear that NATALYA is too much eager. The degree of eagerness is greater in her. The degree of eagerness was quite absent in LOMOV. Eagerness for marriage to NATALYA is there, but it is not manifested in such a way as it is manifested in the case of NATALYA. And in the end, we find that CHEKHOV solemnizes the marriage very hastily, and he says that yes, he is willing, she is willing, and NATALYA also admits that yes, she is also willing. Yes, I am willing to marry. So when a lady expresses in her own word, in her own mouth, that she is willing for marriage, so the eagerness is quite easily felt and understood. And when the marriage is solemnized, LOMOV gives a kiss on her hand, and NATALYA admits that she is happy too. So from all these expressions and all her reactions, all the reactions of NATALYA, she wails, sometimes she wails, and sometimes she gets hysteric. When she hears that LOMOV had departed and he had come to give a marriage proposal to her, he becomes hysteric. She becomes hysteric and she wails. She forces her father to bring LOMOV back, and she says that she is dying for marriage. What have they done to me? Means she has missed a great opportunity for marriage, and it's a great loss to her. It seems from her own word that it's a great loss for her. That's why she forces her father to bring LOMOV back. And it is quite shameless on the part of a lady who says that she is dying for marriage, or she is willing for marriage, or she is happy after getting a kiss from her husband. So from all these instances, we may come to decision that LOMOV was desirous for marriage, and NATALYA was also desirous for marriage. They were both eager for marriage, but the degree of eagerness varies. It is present in greater degree in NATALYA than it was present in LOMOV. The eagerness was less in LOMOV, and the eagerness was greater. The degree of eagerness was greater in NATALYA.